Excellent. You alive now, you're not dead now. That's pretty good now. Excellent. You alive now, you alive now. Wonder who will join the stream. Hopefully it will be royalty. I would like a king or queen. Ah. I wonder if they're sick of me singing it. Well, no one would know because no one's here yet. So I just kind of show up, don't I? I'm like a leprechaun or something. To be sure, to be sure, to be sure. I'll just be coming along now. What are the other will-o'-the-wisps? That's what they are. They're little creatures that come along, pretend there's treasure around, and ruin it. Play pranks and stuff. Yeah, that sounds about right. Will-o'-the-wisp. Yeah. So, currently cleaning up from my will-o'-the-wisp-like activities. Once again, I mean, you never get to see it, but I always spend a huge amount of time getting everything ready. I've been dropping my daughter off to some kind of party over, we will call it in BF Nowhere. If you know what BF Nowhere stands for, you're very clever and possibly live in one of the rougher districts in the world. But, hello. How art thou doing? So I'm pretty certain you know where BF Nowhere is, don't you? We're in the first couple of minutes of the stream. I'm not going to say anything naughty. Looking. Whoop, there we go. Nice. You'll notice that I have supplemented my equipment. Hello, that Opal guy. How you doing? There's a but involved. I'll give you that hint. So we'll have a look at I've got the counter here. I was going to say 150, but it's a bit of a lie. 175. That's the number of hours before I could be monetized. BFE, yep. That's for someone who wants to really ruin everybody's day. We'll put this one out here too because we've got a few interesting ones today. These guys, they always threaten to do something cool, but they may not. That's the beauty of them. I could go with one of the Cooper Petey ones, but these ones, quite frankly, are a lot more interesting. This is the one I was doing yesterday or the day before. You can see that that's quite nice. I'm just going to stick that away now because this is one that I did a few streams ago. I quite like this guy. It's got an awful lot of character, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's actually some fire right in the middle of both of those blue patches. G'day, Mark. How you doing? Hang on. I think I got it. Oh, I can push the color button. There we go. Retouch on. See if that does things. No, it's not going to help. Okay, that's all right. Just so that you know, there's some fire right in the middle of these. But what I'm going to do with this guy, I'm going to flip it over this side. This side is just as interesting as the other side, but I'm looking at it and I'm just going to try and even it up a bit on the bottom side, just to make it so that it's a stream is choppy. Let me try. How's that? I'm doing all right. I'm on the stream, which means that I've managed to get my act together, which is good. So, yeah, you remember this one? So I've actually polished it up a bit. So, g'day, Bill. So I've polished it up a bit, not quite enough. And you might have known the dramas that have happened recently that I changed my polishing to using these things. And I've come to the conclusion that I wouldn't say they're no good. I just probably not using them the right way. And I've had a good look at all of the opals I've polished with them, and like under the microscope, they're just no good. So I have to do a whole heap again. It's a bit annoying, but what can you do? It's not 4 a.m. Woo! Yeah, I was trying to actually... I was going for a little bit earlier than this time, but, you know... Well, I was trying to use that with the cerium oxide. I was trying to use that in lieu of sandpaper. It just didn't work. What we can say is there might be a way to do it, but the way I was doing it was not correct. So we'll put that onto the experimentation. If someone who is an opal cutter wants to try using the oils properly and comes up with a formula for doing it, I'll be all ears to hear it. 6:45. It's 6:02 where I live. Yeah, I'm not too worried about cross-contamination, although that might be the reason. I'm just thinking that it, for whatever reason, it's too... I think that it goes off quickly. It flies off the equipment and you're not using it for very long. I think that's the reason. Sandpaper at least is glued onto something. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's get this thing cracking. I'm in New South Wales. I'm a Sydney sider. Don't judge me. If I was in South Australia, I'd have way more Cooper Pedy stuff because I just love picking up potch. I'll zoom back a bit. I'm just going to try and flatten out the back. This pattern is one that I call Cherry Blossom, and I think I'm the only one who calls it that because, like, that's the thought that came to me. So I'll see if I can find the opal. But if you have a look at the back here, see how there's those streaks in there. Oh, 536. You can't rinse it between grits because it's, well, it's an oil-based thing. And I was trying to go for a gradation between the grits. I thought that the idea was that the grit would actually get ablated a little bit by the felt. That was the theory. It'd get ablated a bit, so it'd get a bit smaller as it got crushed up a bit by the actual polishing action. That just ended up not happening. It just contaminated and made things worse. So I think that basically you get the big grits when you don't want them. You don't get the little grits when you do want them. It's just a big mess. The thing is, though, that if anybody else tries to do something similar, I'm never going to judge them for it, because I think we should always be experimenting just to see if we can make it a bit better. So if someone can actually make it work, kudos to them. One thing I do know is that if you get the dop stick and stick it onto a drill and spin it, that sort of works, but it doesn't 100% work. So you're better off just using the standard techniques for the time being. Right. Yeah. Go ahead and like and subscribe to his channel if you need to. I'm not going anywhere. Alright, now, I'll just show you my finger before you get upset. It's not necrotic or anything. That's, you're not going to like it. It's nitric acid. I spilled some on it. And it's okay, everything's fine. It just looks horrible. Alright, so. If I get the chance, I'll explain it to you. I've actually, I bought two more sanders so that I've got, oh, good work. What, here? Alright, I think I'm a bit happier with that. Let's zoom in and have a real good look at it. I think we're good. I mean, it could do with a little bit of flattening, but I think what I'll do is I'll just dop it on the front and then splat it against the sander, and that should fix all of the issues. In the meantime, let's have a look at the back of it, because it's quite a nice back. Quite beautiful. Okay, I'll dot that one. Now, the other thing is that there was one that I was doing a little while ago. It was taking forever, so I just stopped. So I'll just cut this up. I think Mark is probably well aware of what's happening in Australia at the moment. It's quite hot. I was going to mention that tomorrow is going to be 41 degrees in Sydney, and I've done a quick calculation. That's 115 Fahrenheit. So having a quick look on the side here to see what this looks like. There might be something. Let's have a look. I like working with this particular blade. It's very reliable, but it's also very small, so it's got its own issues. Oh, there's a storm on the way, by the way. I don't think you have to worry about it in South Australia. I'd have a look too, but I'm just a bit busy. Right, let's have a look at this one, see what it will do. Yeah, so bring this one just through. I'm making this part the back. In case you're wondering, I've done a lot of improvements to this this here machine. As a matter of fact, I may even get sick of the positioning of the motor for the rotary tool, because it's right near my right hand. As a matter of fact, I'll show you what's going on. Zooming out. So my hand is here, right? And if you have a look just here, there's actually a arm for the rotary tool, which goes up to here. That's where it's hanging out at. I think I'm going to move it over to there, because it's just too annoying. thought you'd be interested in that. And bearing in mind, this is a fairly simple setup for opal rig, so I don't mind showing people what it looks like, because I think that if you're going to get into the opal game, you shouldn't buy a $10,000 Gem Master straight up. You should probably get a rig like this. And the advantages are several-fold. I'm not going to poo on the Gem Masters from a great height, but what I can say about them is that they are a wheel. They're a curved surface. So imagine you're always cutting the opal on this part of the wheel. Imagine it's thicker and you're always cutting it here. So there's always a curvature that's sitting there. That means that if there are advantages to doing it that way, I don't know. So I'm not going to comment on that, but the disadvantage is you can definitely get a concave opal. So I would strongly suggest you find some other way of starting your opal journey than just using a cabbing machine like the professionals do. And like I say, there's nothing wrong with buying one. I'm just saying it's expensive, and it might not give you the sort of thing that you want. I haven't seen Roy from Roy's Rocks for a long time, but he has a different way of using a Dremel tool. He moves the Dremel tool around the opal. I move the opal around the Dremel tool. There's also Phil from the Opal Mills. I don't know what he's doing at the moment. He's got his own style, and he's a pretty good opal cutter, so have a look what he does. He's also very good at improvising solutions. Yeah, I agree. The flex shaft it's a game changer. Makes life a lot easier because, like, no electrical components. Once again, this part used to have a Dremel tool in it, and that was just silly. It really was. Yeah, is that what he's using at the moment? The thing is that I don't often see his channel. I just kind of think when you get busy, you start to fall off other people's channels because you're doing other things, and it's annoying. You've got to actually put physical effort into keeping up with the community, and I just wish that like I could have a button that I press that says, I really want to stay with this community, give me all the updates no matter what I'm doing. But algorithms. Okay, so he's got a flat lap. Last time I checked, he had a modified, basically a modified sander from memory. That worked like a flat lap. But I think he's working on the same kind of principle that, like, flat laps, well, flatter. They don't have the same concavity. I think we're all coming to that conclusion. Concavity is bad, but I'm not saying you can't cut an opal on these things. There are people who obviously do quite well cutting opals on them, and I saw some guy who wasn't an opal cutter. It was that American guy who, like, does experiments crushing computers, trying to get the gold out of them, crushing various things, trying to get the gold out of them. But he went and made some cabs, and he clearly had a lap machine, and he did quite a good job with it, quite frankly. Is that Cockatoo Birdman Bill, by any chance? There's a tiny little one that he made. But at any rate, what I want the people to know that I'm not a snob. I love the opal community that I'm with, and if I'm not actually physically there, it's because I've been busy or something's happened, and maybe the algorithms shut me down. But it's not me being too good for anyone. I think we've got a great bunch of people, and you saw just recently, like literally 5 minutes ago, we were discussing ways that I could do my opals better. I mean, I'm not too proud to accept advice. I am pretty proud though, I have to admit, but not too proud. Sure, that noise is not a problem. Okay, this one is okay, I suppose. Let's have a look at its features. Yeah, I think there's several aspects to liking videos. A lot of it is from content creators who understand the value of the like. So they go, well, this guy's trying to make their mark, and I don't know, I reckon that everyone's got a little bit of I've got a little bit extra to show that to give people. I'm sure that everyone does that, or maybe it's just me. But at the same time, I don't think there's that much active hatred for other people. So as a general rule, if I see something, I'll like it. If I see someone just trying to make their way in the YouTube community, I like them. I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, they're a threat. No. Gonna have to look at that rough jar. So there is a bit of fire in it, but not a lot. So what I'll say is we'll keep this one in the picture stone territory. Where that you can see that little black streak, that dark streak, just underneath it there's just a little bit of colour, but like it's not a huge amount, so I'm not going to spend an awful lot of effort trying to bring it out for you. Hopefully when I polish it up, it'll be obvious. Right, let's have a look at this one or this one or this one. I'll just give this one a quick side view, because this is the same material that other stone came from. What do you reckon will come from that? Well, I think something nice may happen here. Yeah, I can see it. Let's see. It happened on the camera. I'll see if I can see it in real life. Okay. Just give me a second. So I turn it on. Rightio. Oh, where's the button gone? There. There we go. No, I can't see anything. I've only seen it literally on here. So, nice and surprising, I suppose. So what I'm planning on doing is cutting that. Oh, move it back a bit. I'm planning on cutting a lot of this stuff back. I don't mind having the white, but I think that some colour will come behind there, and I think we'll cut into that. Yeah. You can say what you like about Opal Guy's opal cutting ability, but he's certainly got the camera work over everybody. I mean, that's not go out of your way to say something about his ability to cut opals. Someone help me. I'm not meaning criticise him. I'm meaning, like, he's good with the camera. That. Nah, gosh. And Opal Guy, just pretend that was a compliment. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh dear. Yeah, but I see what you do. You look around and you see what people are doing, and then you go, what can I adapt? I think that I don't know. If you're not an innovator, you're a very close to innovator, if you know what I mean. Did that come out right? Like, guys, I really like the way that Opal Guy cuts his opals. If I say something that sounds like I don't like the way he cuts his opals, that's just me being an idiot. I've been meaning to send you rough anyway. Oh dear. Actually, I'll show you these guys. If I ever get round to it, I've got these giant rocks. I should just give some of them away. They are enormous, and there's a chance that some of them have got opal in them. I wouldn't say great chance, but there is a chance, because I've been able to get some crackers out of it. Okay, I reckon it's best if you explain how you do it rather than me trying and getting myself hopelessly tongue twisted. So the Opal Guy has the floor. Or you could do that. In all seriousness, we missed you last night, Opal Guy. It was way too late for you, so you couldn't have shown up. But there were so many Star Wars quotes, it wasn't funny. Now listen, I'm not sure that some colour's going to show up, but look at that. I just love that. There's just a little bit of colour just down here, but yes, I am. You're right. 15 seconds at a time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to polish it like this. I think it's beautiful like this, just the way it is. I've noticed that this side is pretty good too, so I might just angle it so that we've got a little bit of this going on too. Angle it here too. It seems to be working that way. So I'm going to straighten out the back now. No, I'll just give it a few more swipes just to see what's going on. Because I think... No, okay, so I was trying to unscrew something with a pen knife. And so I cut it, and then I spilled nitric acid in it. So it's got nothing to do with opal cutting, but it's got everything to do with being stupid. I nearly went on a massive rant about Samsung on the internet because of it, because it hurt me quite a lot. And whilst I'm willing to say that that's my own stupid fault for doing it the way I did, Samsung doesn't help, because it was one of their products I was opening, and I was just trying to recycle components, and they seem to make it so that you never have the right screwdriver head or something like that, so you end up using improvised tools to get into it. And my improvised tool was a pen knife, and I slipped, and that's what happened. But I think that even though I should have known better, that Samsung does have a level of responsibility for that incident, because they were deliberately designing their components to make them hard to recycle and repair. G'day. It doesn't feel too bad, because by the time I got that in me, I'd already dissolved away a lot of silver, and so it was mostly silver nitrate by the time it got in. And all that does is either turn black or precipitate out as silver chloride. But getting nitric acid onto bare skin without realising it is an interesting experience. About 10 seconds after the initial moment, you realise, hang on, I've got acid on me. And yes, I did protect myself. I was wearing gloves at the time, but like the acid actually went in through the cup of the glove, and so I'm surprised that that's the only evidence I've got. I think there is a bit of evidence if you look hard enough. It's just watching my thumb there. I put different kinds of thumbnails on YouTube. Now, should I angle it through? I certainly should. So I'm just going to give this one a little bit lower. This one a bit lower too, I reckon. This one too. And I can't actually, because that's right, it's not four-dimensional. I can't do it that side. Well, that'd be a cool name, Hyper Opal. Four-dimensional opals. I had a friend who was a juggler who used to go, oh, here I'm going to juggle the ball under one leg, under the other leg, under one arm, under the other arm, behind my back, behind the other back. Very, very funny. They're all talking about silver at the moment, aren't they? Well, my feelings about keeping it all clean and stuff is like, it's pretty hostile to humans what I've got here, so no self-respecting bacteria would get in there. They'd have to be extremophiles. Usually you find them in like in Old Faithful, you know, that geezer over in Yellowstone Park. Is that the one? Yeah. It's funny, that geezer actually was instrumental in a technique called PCR, because up until that point they didn't think that there were enzymes that could be active in temperatures higher than 60 degrees. So someone took a sample from the national park in the geyser, and sure enough there was active bacteria there. So someone else took that active bacteria and started using their proteins to chop up other DNA under higher temperatures, which meant that they were able to replicate quickly. Okay, if you previously they used enzymes that if you heated them over 60 degrees, then they would just break down and you'd have to add more enzyme. But if you have something that can survive 60 degrees, you can then heat it, which makes the reaction go faster. And you don't have to replace the enzyme because you haven't killed it off. And as for warning labels, I'm not sure what you can do, because what I did was I looked around for common household items and I found products that you could actually use to make nitric acid a lot cheaper. So in case you're interested and you like growing hydrangeas, the stuff that makes hydrangeas pinker you can also convert to nitric acid. Oh wow, storm's coming. Ooh. Ouch. Okay. Everything's okay. If we get more stuff like that, I might actually have to go in and play with the birds or something, because that was a little bit extreme. Haven't had a hailstorm in years, so that means that we're probably due for apocalyptic tennis ball style hailstones. It's all right, Max. We're okay for the time being. Max is having a conniption. It's okay, it's just a storm, mate. It's okay. So the story with Max at the moment is that he gave me a really hard bite right about there. There it is. He gave me a bite there. I don't know what his business was when he bit me, but when I pulled away, his beak got stuck in my finger, and so he got pulled forward and he ended up upside down. And so I'm not sure what he's thinking, but he thinks that I deliberately did that. I think he thinks that anyway. And so I don't know how birds think, but they might think that I'm also capable of conjuring up a storm to show my displeasure. Give you 5 seconds of looking at what's going on here. Back to the cutting. you ever wondered how to get a side to face, whoa, that's cool. If you ever wondered how to get a side to face, well, this is how you do it. It's okay, Max. Yeah, I am, from all sorts of electronics. The most recent frustration is that I've been trying to recover silver, because I like working with silver. I tried to recover a commercial quantity of it, and I've been checking out how to convert silver chloride, which is that white silver stuff which happens whenever you test for salt with silver nitrate. Trying to convert that into metallic silver, and eventually I just asked ChatGPT, "Oh, can you just heat it?" And it goes, "Oh yeah, if you heat it, it'll drive the chlorine off as a gas." Thinking, well, that's a lot easier than, you know, working through the reaction series. So basically, if you put a circuit board in nitric acid, the copper will be liberated. The gold probably won't be. Copper will be liberated. The silver definitely will be. Maybe a bit of tin, maybe a bit of iron, maybe a bit of zinc, maybe a bit of this, maybe a bit of that. So that means that if you happen to pour it into ordinary tap water, there's enough chlorine in the ordinary tap water to make the silver precipitate. So I've been very carefully using the water from my air conditioner, which is essentially deionized water, for all my experiments to make sure I didn't precipitate any of that naughty silver chloride. So I wouldn't want to have something that I could easily just heat to make into pure silver, would I? I can imagine somebody saying now, "I don't know anything about opal, but I know what I like." Look at that. Beautiful little stone. It's got no colour whatsoever, other than black and white. But I reckon that when I start putting this on the dock and manoeuvring it around, I'll bet you some colour will show up. Just tidying up the edges now. There we go. Lovely. You getting the thunder? Yeah. So I'm just to the east of the Blue Mountains. So if you're looking at the radar at some stage, Gilly, just check to see if the Windsor region is starting to get hit. because that's what I'm getting. I'm hopeful, we'll just zoom in on this piece. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get some nice shine out of this area here. There should be something. Let's try this side. I'm not sure you guys know much about opal. There's 130 of you or something here. But these are the kinds of opals which produce some really nice colours. So what I'm doing is I'm just wiping some sides so you can see some stuff. Yeah, there's some right there. See that? Some colour there. See if we can spot some. Okay, I'm just going to do this bit. What do you reckon? Yeah, I reckon there'll be some there. There's also cracks, so we'll have to get rid of the cracks. But just for the time being, showing the colour is all I want to do. Here comes the rain. More Easter Katuba. Yeah, that means that we're going to get it. Hang on. Turn this off for 1 second. We'll have a quick look at what seems going on. We'll get back to the opal cutting in a second. So the drops is just starting to fall now. That's a dark sky. You can hear all the rain starting to hammer down. Here it comes. I think we're going to get it. There goes a leaf. Oh, did you? I like to think I can pan for gold, but I know I suck at it. All right, it seems that that's all it was. I'll tell you if it gets any worse. All right, let's get cracking on this. Oh, here it comes. More rain coming. All right, let's have a look at this bad boy because we need to figure out if these white spots here are cracks or... Oh wow, I'm getting smashed by the rain. That's all right. I can do something about that. All right. See that? I don't want to get rid of that if I can. Let's just carve this and see what it looks like. I'm rolling it because I have a suspicion that it's facing just a little bit to this corner. Don't ask me how I know. Ooh, I heard the sound of good opal there. I am very, very hopeful. Yeah, I reckon something's going to happen. Just having a look. I think I can see some green developing, and that is not a crack. That is basically a bit of mosaicing. Where is that coming from? Just trying to find the... I just got hit on my back with water. Yeah. The moment I get back into this, it'll do it again. You missed me. You got me. Where's it coming from? I don't know. Oh well. Okay, so that's the first bit. That's looking promising at any rate. Gilly's monitoring the storm. He said east of Katoomba, which means me, basically. Because when you have a look at the like 60 or 120 kilometre resolution map, like 1 or 2 pixels basically goes from Katoomba to suburban Sydney. Right, that's looking pretty good so far. Let's have a look at what the other side looks like. I'm very hopeful that one of these sides is going to come up with something absolutely spectacular. I mean, I don't mind doing picture stones, but there's another one coming if it's not going to be coloured. I don't think the miners go out to BF nowhere just to get a few picture stones, put it that way. If they've got nothing but this, you'd end up with a couple of angry CMX Tuesdays. Because we're not into that sugar honey iced tea. Oh, g'day Bob, welcome back. Bob comes and he brings along a like with him, I presume, because we've moved from 8 to 10. Okay, oh wow, here's my opinion. We're going to get this bad boy under lights and we're going to see something, because just so you know, that line there is some precious opal just coming through there. I don't know necessarily how to bring it out. Try doing this. It'd be nice if it hung around in the black. Yeah, there's definitely some, oh sorry, there's definitely some colour there. I presume there'll probably be some colour here too. Let's just carefully roll it in. Wow, okay, turning it around, we've got a lot of, wow. That's opal out there, by the way. By the way, that's where the frog is. There's a lot of mint growing out of that too, and a weed. Banana. Oh. Okay, so the storm is coming from there, so that is west. Therefore, the ocean's that way, in case you're interested. And it looks like a moderate storm to me, so I'm not even seeing the lightning. It's evening, so you should see lightning flash if there was something severe going on. Yes, it's urinating down. Okay. See if I can do something about that. I found the... Give me 5 seconds. Right, just getting something to deal with that leaking. It's not that you're going to just see something, but it should just protect me enough. It's a very, very temporary solution, this. I'll show you. It's dodgy as all else, just up there. What I'll do, that's a TV, like the back of a TV, so I'll get another TV back and stick it there, and that'll solve it. Right, now where do I put my opal? What I'm going to do is, this opal here, I'm happy with it the way it is, to be honest. I will dot that one up, and just like the other picture stone, look at this, got two. But this one will have colour on it when I start polishing it. I'm absolutely convinced of that. So, what I'm going to do, I could keep trying and tempting fate, or I could grab one of me, I've got this one too, look at that. Same deal. What I might do is I might grab a Cooper Pedy stone, because, or a more colourful looking, okay, I'll get this one. Now hopefully I'm not mad. You can see a little bit of colour sitting underneath there. Let's hope that colour stays. Here we go. I think we're good. What I'm doing is I'm just doing a few test rolls basically. I think it's becoming less of a storm and more of just a heavy rain. Oh, the southerly buster's here. Whoa! Oh, that's beautiful. Sorry, it's been like up about, it's been the high 30s. I'm doing a calculation. That'd be about 9,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, there's blue there for sure. Biggest thing to happen in Burke. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Devilish laugh. Check that out, just zooming in a little bit. Let's see if we can get it. Color enhance on. Well, listen, the southerly's here. That means, and the southerly, I know it blasts its way up the coast. So you're going to get some relief in maybe 5-6 hours. There's a giant streak sitting in here. Look at that. It's getting bigger. Zooming in. Come on, show it. Show the people. Show the people. Come on, good opal. Show the people. You know what you're supposed to do. Show the people. Yep. Hang on. It got bigger and then it's gone away. Hang on. There we go. Okay, I'm bringing this down a bit. See if that works. I'm just worried whether that green patch is sitting in front of sand. Just gonna have another look for it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. I think it's just next to it. Just next to it. Okay. So what I'm going to try, can I do that? No, I can't. I'm going to try and plaster this light up against the glass and hopefully that will help. Oh, 12 likes. Thank you, whoever did that. I don't like this piece of sand here because I'm worried whether it's connected to that. Don't think so. Anywho. It's right in where the sand is. They reckon it'll be 41 tomorrow, so I wouldn't worry too much about the 38. Okay, so what I've decided to do is to just blast through that and see if it lasts. Hopefully it does. Still got some green flickering back at me. But the green, I'm pretty certain, is sitting in the sand. So if I get rid of the sand, I might get rid of the opal. The thing was, I saw more opal than just that green bit. Where has the rest of it gone? Let's come look on the other side. Okay, looks like I'm facing up another picture stone. Dr. Phil's rather interesting picture stones. Buy one today. Oh, they'd have flung a fragment in my eye. Oh, gee. You keep this up, Lightning Ridge, you're dead to me. What? You got to remember, Adele, that in Queensland the temperatures might not be as high sometimes, but you're in the tropics and the humidity's high. So your 30 is my 40. I'm just hoping that this southerly is going to change the outlook. Don't know how the weatherman missed the southerly, but you know, I'm not complaining. And neither should anyone, because the weather is a four-dimensional forecast. But having said that, like, what is this? That's a whale on a moonlit night, don't you reckon? Or maybe an octopus on a moonlit night. Okay, another picture stone, like 5 picture stones. That's it. Lightning Ridge, you're dead to me. Right, let's have a look. I think that's another Lightning Ridge stone. Do I dare? Let me go over here. What are you? So I'm going into the emergency nobody likes me draw. Sure, this is top shelf opal. What's going on here, guys? Okay, we'll give this one a go. But I'm going to get another backup opal because I don't trust today. I don't know what's going on today, but it's going weird. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm going into here. This is my... I would have gone in at some stage and said, that's a good opal, that's a good opal, that's a good opal, that's a good opal. Put it onto the top shelf. That one might be worth it. Shall we just take the top off and see what happens? Let's do that. Okay. Planets, your alignment sucks. That's the last time I'm trusting the transit of Venus. Isn't Venus supposed to be all pretty and stuff? I don't know if it's transiting either. I know it did 200 years ago. That's when the trouble started. interesting. Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you. Help me take this potch off. But your color will die. Nothing can stop that now. Maybe. We've got a lot of interesting politics happening at the moment in this alternate universe, haven't we? I'm trying to figure out if that is a Family Guy reference or is it Rick and Morty. I'm heading towards Rick and Morty. Hello there. Sorry, I'm just trying to read. My eyes aren't as good as I used to. Inglit. Welcome to the channel. And my eyes not what they used to be like 5 minutes ago when a chunk of opal went into my eye. Getting a bit frustrated, so I peered around the barricade. I'm usually sitting here behind it. Peered around the barricade, got a clear view, and then smacked straight in. That's okay, I've got another eye I'm soldiering on. Yeah, that's right. Because I've only got 4 fingers, that's less risk, right? So I'll let them off the hook. Are we ready? Da 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 bum bum. See? Only does the opal. Oh look, it did that. No, it didn't. Now, just so you know, pretty much everyone who goes on this channel, when they first see me doing this, they're like, oh man, that looks dangerous. So it's a fairly common thing that I have to demonstrate that it actually is quite safe to do. That's not looking like an amazing opal either. All right, this other one. Okay, we're going to have to give it a talking to first. All right, now listen. All the other opals. Hang on, we'll do it this way so we can have like drama. Okay, so all the other opals, they have not been behaving themselves today. What I want you to do is behave yourself. I want you to show some colour. Yes. Yeah, I want you to go under that. What do you mean? Look, is that Haley's comment over there? Give me cheek, honestly. Just in case you're interested, I wasn't just being randomly brutal to the opal, there was a crack there. And as I was doing that little pantomime, I realised there's a crack right where its head should be. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's going to have to come off, so how can we do this in an amusing way? Finally. Got a few more cracks in that other one though. Let's have a look, see if we can just get it to... Oh, got me. Yeah. Well, guess what? He hit me in the eye. Oh. I must have my setup a little bit different. That's just flinging things into my eye at the moment. It's nothing bad. They're only tiny little fragments that, like, you sort of see them coming and sort of dodge out of the way and blink and stuff. So it's not that bad, but it seems like the opals are getting revenge at the moment. Okay, there is colour in this one, but I wouldn't call it great. What I'm doing is I'm just cutting the side which has got all the colour in it. Sometimes you get good colour right underneath that. Not this time. I will, however, just smooth it down, see if we get anything. Well, maybe. Right, let's have a look at you. That has to go, of course. Big crack. That's one of those Admiral Akbar things, or Darth Vader thing. I can't remember what they call it. But it's, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him Horatio. Don't you dare. The crack's just getting bigger. Whoa, the crack's just getting bigger. All right, look at this. We're going to zoom right in. Have a look. There is colour, right there. So maybe we could do like a soliloquy from Hamlet, like, to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Not to be. Ah! Some slings and arrows right there. Outrageous fortune, not in these opals. Gee. Right, here we go. This one, zooming in. You can't see a spot on it, can you? There we go. See all that? Let's see if we can get some colour out of it. Are you kidding me? I just dropped it. Yeah. Not sure that's the one. There we go. Where are you? Sure. Alright, but if I roll over the opal, it's your fault. Okay, so here we go. No, this is the one. Good. I now recognise it as shell opal. Shell opals are relatively delicate, but they're very nice. So this is the side that's facing, so let's just... quite a skilled opal to do, but it's working. Whoa, 138. We should probably look at the Magnum opals. Such as it is. This one might end up being it. Finally, zooming in. Nice little stone there. Oh. Now, a lot of them are nice stones, but gee, come on. Just get with the program, guys. Just having a quick look to see if there's anything that I need to shape. This one could do with the shaping. This one was done about the same time as the first stone. As a matter of fact, let's do this one. Let's move it over to the other machines, and we're not going to use the oils, of course, because that sucks. Come on you get. What I'm doing is I'm just turning on the other. Turning on the other ones, the other waters. There they are. So I'll do this one quickly because I think this one will actually shine up quite nicely. It will shine up quite nicely. So first things first, of course, we'll just get this one cranky. Zoom in a bit. Get it into obey the frog mode. There we are. You are all feeling sleepy. You will like and subscribe. You will like and subscribe, and you will watch for hours. People did. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having a sense of humor more than anything else. So what does he look like now? He looks kind of like that. So let's move it over to the other one. Don't worry, I'll zoom out so it looks better. Much better. Can I get it to hold on somehow? I think I can. There we go. Zooming in. Right, there we go. One of these. All right, I'll show you something. If everybody else will just indulge me for a second, I'll explain what these things actually are. So I'll leave them running. I'm just going to put this opal down here. Right. If one would go to Bunnings or a hardware store of some description, pick up one of these. If you have a look at one of those, you'll see it actually in operation over here. That's what it looks like in operation. Now, if you get a couple of pieces of timber and some paint and some plastic and stuff, you can actually make it look like it's an integrated machine. That's all that is, okay? So it's basically one of those, which has been kind of bolted together, or two of them have been bolted together, and then just turn on. They're on this. When I turn them on here, look, we'll go back here. So I've got three of them plugged in, and it's just turned on just by use of the power board. So there's nothing magical about it. Just three of these guys. Okay, so you can get away with using just one of them, and the cost is like $50 or something for one of these things. So it's certainly not going to break the bank. You can get the sandpaper online. I'll give you the links on eBay or something for the sandpaper, so that you can do that. I certainly don't want this to be a prohibitively expensive experience for everybody. Hello Rena, how you doing? Now the reason why I have these things integrated in the first place is because they tend to move around on the desk, so you need to find a way to nail them down. That's the only... Oh, sorry, you're not seeing that, are you? Back to obey the frog mode. Just moving it down a little bit so that you can just jig the angles a bit. Oh, I've got a piece of glass here that I can use. Because it usually was supposed to... No, it doesn't. That's right. You will like and subscribe. It worked before. You will buy an Ozijo desk sander. Yep, absolutely. Scroll back to, I don't know, probably 1 hour into the stream. We got another type of stream. I had to stop what I was doing, get the insert from a TV and stick it on the roof to stop my back from getting wet. It was like that water torture, just getting this constant dripping on my back. So it's much cooler here than it was, so I'm presuming that it's moving up. I'll have a look at the weather reports when I'm done with this. Ah! Fling. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I think we got the storm back. It wasn't that bad. There was a lot of heavy rain, but it wasn't really particularly nasty. Hey Gilly, did you batten down the hatches? I've noticed though that the first summer rain you get tends to be not that amazing. I've got to rejig the water delivery system. I'll show it to you in a little while, but it works sort of, but I've got to do things. Dancing with you in the summer rain. except from America. It happens to be winter. Oh, the world happens to be round. If you believe it's flat, I can't help you. Dancing with you in the summer rain. I think my time schedule has been a little bit later than normal, so you've probably been tucked in bed, nice and cozy. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to give it a little bit of a dome. It's quite flat, but I think a dome is possible. Well, what do you call a dome that's not a dome? I don't know. A flying buttress. I'll give it a flying buttress, not a dome. Yeah, because that's when I've been getting the house in some kind of order. Because I spend the day just trying to get things done. I've got a lot going on. I've got these birds, and they just make the place messy no matter what. And I've got kids, and they make the place messy. Yeah, I can understand that. Like, and the thing is, what can I say? I mean, I'm messy too. So, like, the way I describe what it's like if I lived alone in my house, it's like I first come in and I'm a 600-pound gorilla who comes in and breaks everything, and then I come in later and clean up after the 600-pound gorilla. So in order to, like, clean up after all of them, including me, takes a bit of effort. Right, let's have a look at what this looks like now. Where are you? Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, there you go. Try focusing on the actual opal. Let's do it this way. Up here, huh? Zoom out a little bit. So there's still a bit to go on it. A few little patches and scratches and things. Let me have a look on my own vision. Yeah, not too bad, but it's still got a bit to go. Yeah, it's called a drop, I think. And also, it's very kind of you to say that's a very nice shape when clearly the opal itself is not exactly as shiny as I would like. I think all the Americans have gone to bed now. I presume Opal Guy's gone. Opal Guy, where are you? Opal Guy! Yeah, I think he's gone. Yeah, so I've been making a commitment to at least get something done no matter what. Sometimes I would possibly leave it a week if I'm not, you know, in time to catch up with the American audience. Whoop, there we go. And I thought, no, I can't do that. just got to keep going. I've noticed that when I look at my stats, a lot of my audience are Indian, so I presume that basically I'm doing a time which is similar to Indian. I've got, of course, Rainer, who comes along every now and then. He's European. Austrian, to be precise. Well, I wonder what Hindi for like and subscribe is. See if that works. That looks like Bengal. It at the very least will confuse someone. I wonder how to say like and subscribe in Inuit. Korean. Japanese. Should have that on like the speed dial version of auto translate. Okay, let me just grab my little loop out and we'll see what it's looking like at the moment. Because sometimes, like, just because there's a glaring problem with it doesn't mean that the whole thing's bad. I love Korean. It looks like a choo-choo train sometimes. Sorry, I'm just going to zoom in for you, and then I'm going to have a look at it under the loop. Yeah, there's still those big things. What I might do is I might hand it over to the this bit. Come on, can you get? There we go. Yeah, there's a divot right in the middle, so I need to really get into that bit. Also need to make sure it gets wet. Nearly got it. This is the business end of it. It's quite a time-consuming process in case you haven't figured it out. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Incheon Station, especially the train station in Incheon, Korea. It literally looks like a choo-choo train. The sign for it. It's not exactly spooky, but it's relevant to the news at the moment. When I was doing conferences for soil science and stuff, we did one in Jeju, Korea. If that sounds familiar to you. Beautiful place, Jeju, and I don't really wish any harm on the people there or the pilots who fly you there. It's very sad to hear about the plane that toppled. And I do believe there was actually a ferry bound for Jeju which capsized and did a similar thing, killing a lot of people. I mean, it didn't crash on a runway, obviously, but you know, Jeju's had a lot of tourists with issues. Kanji, Japanese, I presume. I am very pleased to make your acquaintance. Bengal. Ah. Bangladesh. Got a friend from Bangladesh. Great bloke. His name's Muhammad, which doesn't tell you much, I'm afraid. Most of the people name Muhammad over there, but he's a great bloke. He did a engineering course about how to determine the properties of soil by using a very low frequency earthquake generator. Very clever guy. Never been to Bangladesh. Always wanted to go, and it's the weirdest of reasons because there's a here it comes. There's a lot of cyanide in the soil. No, arsenic. Sorry, not cyanide. I'm going Thai. I think I've gotten 0 from 0 so far, haven't I? Oh no, I got Korean right. Hindi radio. Yes, arsenic. Arsenic is an element, so you know it can weather out of rocks anywhere. But it happens to weather out in Bangladesh and it's in the floodwater. All of the plants are tolerant to arsenic. All of the people are tolerant to arsenic. They have to be. But if you have a flood in Bangladesh, which they are wanted to do, it's a bit of an issue because it brings up the arsenic. So there's a lot of projects on how to actually deal with the huge amounts of arsenic that sit in the waterways of Bangladesh. I wouldn't go and hit the panic button or anything, but you'll find there is actually a small amount of arsenic in the soil where you are. Yeah. What's an element? Like, you know, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, keep going, arsenic. It's got a great symbol, AS. Makes sense. It's the arse element. Yeah, you know what? That's one of the first things I did when I got a Geiger counter was to go over to a banana and see what happened. I was very disappointed because it didn't go above background. Yeah, okay. Maybe I need to. One of the things I need to do is actually educate people on the outside world, because there are some shocking facts that sometimes people don't understand. For example, the your local coal-fired power station is usually more radioactive than a nuclear one. That usually surprises people. Whoa, there it goes. I think I was being a bit too enthusiastic. I think that ends the lesson there. Let's quickly have a look and see what it's looking like. I think I've just managed to get all of the nuttiness off it. Yeah, I think I did. So I can just go, there we go. So you can see what I'm doing. Whoop. If you remember the old Paul Hogan ads, looks like you overdid it with the sherry. Right. Let's turn this mighty machine off. I'm collecting the sediments from that so that I can see if there's any gold in it, because I've found a good way to... Oh, whoops, wrong one. Close that and close that. There we go. No more water. It'll end up stopping being water. And yeah, I think one of my USB ports is a bit dodgy, because like I think I need to put a trigger warning onto my show now. Okay, so yeah, I'm coming. Everyone wants a piece of me. So let's have a look at this one. It's looking all right. Zooming in. You hateful things. All right, here we go. Let me have a look, see if I can spot anything. Yeah, I think so. It's a nice little opal, this one. That's the reason why I want it. There's still a little tiniest flaw in the center of it. I'm not going to worry too much. Hello. How are we, guys? There we go. Hello, Burbs. Hello, Burb. Every time I bring some natural foliage into the other birds, I just bring some leaves in. She appreciates it. I'll pop that down there. And we'll have a look at it here under these lights, because these lights are the good ones. Allegedly the good ones. Can't see squat with this. What's going on? There we go. You can see why I like that one though. Yeah, I'm not leaving painting out of things. It's just, now Max, okay, I'm going to give you an update. This is galvanized. This is galvanized. This is galvanized. What galvanized means is full of zinc. So basically if at all possible, don't put galvanizing in with the birds. I've looked it up and it's inadvisable, but I've got the infrastructure in there at the moment. It's okay. I'll slowly start replacing it with other things. I've got this thing that I'm going to use, for example, that I've been making. This is entirely made of wood, so, you know, it'll be perfectly safe for them. And so I'll take this galvanizing off, and that's just going to go in there, for example. So I'm slowly building the things to make it safe. Now, I've still got some of that diamentation stuff. It's brilliant stuff. Makes me sneeze. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, now, are you going to behave? Are you going to be nice to me? Are you going to be nice to me? Yeah, I thought so. Let's watch. Scratchy poo? Yeah, come on. Scratch. Good bird. That's nice. He hasn't let me scratch him for 2 days. I'm coming, Matt. I'm coming, Loki. Hello. Loki's rather jealous. Yeah, of course you would be like that, Max, because you haven't let me touch you. Gee. Stuff everywhere. Let's have a look in there. Is that okay? Because, like, am I going too hard here? Yeah, I am. Go over here. Got to be just a little bit cautious with him because I think he's still just giving me a bit of stink eye. It's good. Things are back to normal. I wasn't all that worried, but, you know, there was a thought, maybe there's something I don't understand that I've done that's... Whoa! Don't do that. You'll end up upside down again. Do you want to end up upside down? Come. Yeah, come on. Out you get. Here. Ignore that. Let's go and get my drink. I did try to keep the door closed, but I know that they don't really try to escape, so it doesn't bother me. But what would happen is if they were to escape, it's because they would freak themselves out and go for a fly. Possibly. But there's like the feathers are actually folding back into his skin, and I'm trying to get rid of them, and I think that's when he gets the poos with me, shall we say. Oh, my goodness. If this doesn't say Australia, I don't know what will. Let's look in Loki's water. Dead wasp in the water of my cockatoo cage. Australia, here we are. It wasn't dead. Yeah, but yes, she's not scared to eat these sorts of things. What was that, Max? Look, I've done all of the routine. I've done the ritual. I've put the chair there. Do I need to do it with this? Da 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 da. You're the high C. That's better. And I'll show you the protein that I found the other day. It was still alive when I found it. I didn't have the heart to kill it. This guy here. If I'm not mistaken, it's a double drummer. But I can't see a second set of drums on it. So I don't know what's happened there. Hey, Max. Loki, you can't spend all day in there, mate. You got to come out. Come on, step up. Good bit. On you get. Right, Max. Can you see what's going on here? By the way, when did you get out? Did anyone notice? I'm going to go over there, Max. Do you want to go for a fly? Yeah, come on. I think he's quite anxious to have a bit of a fly. Yeah. Going to sit down and pretend. There's the double drummer, looking very healthy. I'll show you something else once we've dealt with Max. Come on, Max. There we go. Come on. I think that's the biggest cicada in the world or something. It's called a double drummer, and it's got 2 sets of drums usually, but I couldn't find the second set. And I picked it up because it was unusual. Hello. Well, come over here, mate. Come on. Do I have to give you permission? Oh, I've lounge there. What on earth? Oh, he's going for the treats. Is that what you're doing? Look at this. So he thinks he's being naughty, but I think it's cute. He wants payment in sunflower seeds. No, the guppy tech's fine. Have a look at him. Which one? You mean Max? Pop that in there. They are a reward for when he goes back in. That's to help him to get back in. So I don't mind, but it's better off if I don't. Come here. Perfect. Good boy. Good boy. See you, Matt or Loki. Sorry, Max. Scratchy poo. Whoa. What say I give you some pasta, huh? Pasta? You wanted a pasta? I know. Well, I didn't mean to. She's playing in the cage. Oh, gee. Loki. Nothing says I'm not interested like this. All right, I'm closing it up, okay? There you go. You're safe. Max, I am so sorry. I know, I'm sorry. I've got this though. Do you want a scratchy poo? Okay. Hey, you flew away. Hey, well, I know that Collaboration and J is for Genius are female, so, like, you know what it's like when there's a guy who just won't go away, don't you? Bet you wish you had a cage you could fly into at that point. But admittedly, you probably haven't had an amazing specimen of manhood like Max. Look at him in all of his majesty. What a majestic specimen this Max is. He would speak in a voice like this, and he would say, "Darling, will you marry me?" I'm sure that's how he does it. And he'd be dressed all in Victorian gear, you know, with a cravat and everything. And he'd definitely be part of the plot to a Jane Austen novel. Absolutely. Like, just between you and me, I think that that Loki's punching above a weight there. I mean, I'm not saying that Loki's, you know, a piece of garbage. It's just Max is beautiful. You don't need to comment, Adele, because like I've had to swat them away for you. Well, okay, we found the sore spot. If you want to go back in your cage, I'll put some seeds in for you, okay? Don't look so outraged. It's okay. You're thinking of grabbing at my head and fly away, aren't you? I can see that in your eyes. Going, how can I get around that phone to get to his head? I'll see you over at the cage. Now we'll go splat pony now. But first things first, let's give Max something to forward to. It's very easy for all sorts of critters to end up growing in these cages. Cleaned them out before I started the stream, actually. Hey. So in that time, a wasp died, I suppose. Can you move over? Let me get in there. Hey, Max. You want to get in there? Go on. Do you want me to move this over? There you go. Is that good? Moving back. There you go. Sunflower seeds by a long shot. Also, they like the odd bit of pasta. Do you want me to get you some pasta? He's going to chuck a tantrum because I'm closing the door. I'll get you some pasta. It'll be okay. I'll let you out later on tonight. Don't tell Loki. Max is older than Loki, so he's got a later bedtime. Pasta. Old old pasta. Here we go. Ta-da! Loki. You want one of those? There you go. Oh, did you? They absolutely love them. Want one of these? He's going to chuck it. He's going to put it in there. There you go. He actually knows that it's good to eat, so he's not going to touch it. He's going to wait till I go away, and then he's going to eat it. All right. Scratchy poo. Scratchy poo, scratchy poo, scratchy poo. There we go. Come here, splat. Yoink. Splat. Now, Pony, you're not all that adept at flying, are you? So why don't we give you a little bit of a fly? I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm going, I don't let her fly enough. I splatter a bit, but not fly. Good bird. Good bird. A Damascus pigeon, I do believe. We just found her outside. She was dying, so we brought her in. I didn't think she would survive, but she clearly has. Quite a beautiful little bird now. Come on. Do you want to go back in? Come here. Come here. Gotcha. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. There you go. All right. One-handed controlling. Oh, she's a lovely bird. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to worry about, looking at the camera all the time, because sometimes I'm something the cat dragged in when I'm doing these things. Oh. I'm going to show you something. Yeah. In Australia, pony ride you. Hello, pony. Yes. All right. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thanks for showing up, and thank you for having a look at the opals, such as they were. Got a few good picture stones out of there, but man, it was a bit of a tough gig, actually. I was like, what's going on here? I'll go have a look through the opal collection and see what I've done wrong to actually bring these sorts of things out. Yep, have a lovely evening. Like and subscribe on the way out if you haven't already. And I don't know, if enough people have been here. Oh, hi Gilly, and bye Gilly. Yes, bye everybody. Yeah, like and subscribe on the way out. What was I going to say? I'll tell you if I've gotten the hours up. That's the thing. Yeah, hopefully at least 50. If I've gotten 15,000 views, then 50 hours is reasonable. That's how it works. So 30,000 views, 100 hours, which is kind of the amount. Anyway, that's me, probably more for me than anybody else. Have a lovely evening. Dr. Phil out.